Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the RBC Center as we have some Nova Scotia U15 major action going on here tonight. As the Rage hosting the visiting Novas from Antigonish. My name is Mason Denike here with High Button Sports. Happy to give you the coverage today. It's a bit of a different setup today as we're in the opposite rink through the glass, so not much atmosphere noise, just going to be my voice you'll be hearing today, so hope you don't mind that. Nova's coming to town 1 point shy of top spot in the league. As you can see there, or 2 points rather, as they're tied with the Rangers for second. So a big game on hand here. Nova's on the right side, wearing white, Rage in their purple uniforms. Starting in goal is going to be number 1, Dylan Marquette for the Novas, and 200 feet the other way will be Colson Gould, number 00, the rookie goaltender. Zach Mayle, the assistant captain, will line up at center ice. 3 McDonald's, 2 Gillises in this game, so bear with me for this one. As in for the opening draw is Ryland Peoples, and we're underway here in Dartmouth. As right off the hop, hit there into the wall. It's going to be a little difficult to see in that area tonight, so I'll do my best to describe what I see. As here comes Mayle looking for the loose puck, picked up by McMullen. McMullen, the second-year captain, will go D to D, play up through the middle. As here come the Novas now, entering the zone. Nice move. It's going to be sticked away as Lucas Dando getting in defensively early on. As Mayle will take the other way for the Rage. Here comes Cole Harbour into the zone on the right side. Mayle will throw it towards the goal. Just goes wide. And here comes Dando pinching in. Dando looking to keep the play alive. That's going to be played up ahead. Chance here. As here come the Novas down the right side. 2-on-1 developing pass towards the front. Tip just goes wide. Let's get a piece of that one was Colton McIsaac looking to bury that one early, but just tipping it wide. As here is Charlie Lewis behind his own net. Lewis will put the brakes on. Played up ahead for McPhee. McPhee looking to clear. This puck comes free. Chance here for the Novas. Shot towards the goal. Fought off by Gould. A couple early chances here for Antigonish. This puck played in the middle. Shot just goes wide in the net. So there's some good early pressure here on the Olympic-sized rink for the Novas. As pass across, looking for Manton Austin, number 7, the veteran, as he collects the puck off the wall. Here is Austin. Shot towards the goal, blocked in front by Dando. Mayle will collect the rebound as the V's, or the Rage rather, are looking to clear, and they will. Here is McDonald. That is Rain McDonald, played up ahead for Duckers. Played to the line, sticked away by Arsenault, was looked to clear. As following down with the Novas there, collected in neutral ice. Played back towards their own zone. As here comes Dykers. Through the middle, enters the zone. Shot off the rush, blocked on its way through. Puck comes free behind the net. As it's going to be played through the middle, picked off by none other than Colin Crawford, number 19 for the Novas. It's going to be picked up by captain Bryce Carroll. Carroll will play it through the middle for the Rage, looking to find Price. It's going off a stick is Frazier. Battling for the loose puck with Arsenault. Puck played in the corner, comes free for the Novas. Just looking to get there first is Romard. Will play it back towards his own end. It's picked up by Purcell. Purcell, dizzy pass, picked up. Here is Dykers as he lost the puck. Puck in the corner. It's played by Crawford, who tries to get on the forecheck but falls down in an attempt to hit. Puck played up to the wall. Looking to clear is McDonnell. There's chance here for the Novas. 1-on-1 developing here. 2-on-1 if they can hurry. It's off the rush. Pass in front, hit the trailer. Goal stands his ground. Rebounds played through the crease, but just goes wide. As we're about 2.5 minutes into this first period here in Dartmouth. Puck in the corner as Carroll will look for it. Crawford comes to collect. Is pinching in. It's Oliver McMullen who lays a body there. Puck comes free behind the net. It's looking for it is Lincoln McDonald, the rookie forward. Will look to make a play, but Rage will get to the line, but sent right back down deep by McDonald. That's Alex McDonald, number 8. As Rage get possession. Here's Crawford looking to find a streaking Simon, but it's going to hit a stick and go the opposite direction. Here come the Novas now. Going to the zone with numbers. Pass across all alone, and that's going to be sticked away. As on the back check for the Rage, as Duggan had a good look there for the Novas. As here comes Baldwin up ahead. This is going to be picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin will get into the corner as he's battling with McDonald. Play the opposite wall for Duggan. Duggan will collect off the boards as he has Simon right on him. Puck comes free for the Rage as DDD pass. As Trudell will play it off the wall. Slowly making its way down in the Nova zone. No icing signals the lines person here today as that's going to be played off the wall for Liam Duggan. Duggan will get the return pass for McDonald. Here comes McDonald. Enters the zone on the left side. McDonald will fire one off the rush there off the stick of Brabant, who goes to pick it up. Puck in the corner. Novas have it. Played up top. One-timer fanned on, and that was Reen McDonald. One of the 3 McDonalds here today. That's going to be played to the blue line. Kept in by the Novas. As shot attempt is blocked by Dominic Bourgogne. They call him D-Bomb here in Cole Harbour. Puck played behind the net. Trudell looking for the loose puck as he battles with Colin Crawford for the loose puck. Comes free. Crawford plays it at the top. That's going to be sent towards the goal. Tipped, and that will go up and out. That stays in the... Or no, it will go out of play. So our first whistle. So great back and forth action. We're about 5 minutes in, and that was our first whistle of the game. So I forgot to put my glasses on, so I'm going to do that now. I was having a little trouble reading the name bars. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't see right without these glasses. So puck dropped. Shot off the face-off. It's a skid of Lewis and picked up by Dando, who'll go off the wall. Finds McPhee. McPhee looking to clear, but can't get the puck to Mayo. Turned over. Here is Samson. Asher Samson having a heck of a season so far. Leads his team in goals. He seems to be a threat every single night. Number 10 in white for the Novas. As here is McDonald up top, number 17. Shot from the point just goes wide past the glove of Gould. Looking to clear the Rage. Kept in at the blue line as Dando will collect in his own corner. Dando DD pass looking for Lewis. Just misses him. As puck played on the wall. Both teams looking for an inch here. As we're about 5 minutes deep into this first period. Still no score here in Dartmouth. As puck kept in by Peoples. As to try to weave his way through, sticked away. McDonald will recover for the Novas. Play to the corner. As Lewis looking for the loose puck. He gets tangled up with McDonald. That being Reen McDonald, number 17. As the puck will get played to the opposite wall. Takes a funny hop off the Zamboni entrance. You'll be seeing a lot of that here tonight. That's going to be played up and out of the zone. Looking to corral that as Colton McIsaac will take it back on his own blue line. McIsaac will scan the ice, holds on to the puck. McIsaac still has it, he'll dump it in. Expect to see lots of dump and chase for the Novas. As here is Samson now behind the net. Asher Samson puts a move on. Looking up top, finds Frazier. Frazier will walk the line and shoot one, just goes wide. So look for that high to low play from the Novas all night long. They like to set up to their point looking for a shot and a tip in front. Puck comes free. Shot blocked. As that was Matt and Austin all alone in the slot there, but blocked in front by a shin pad of the Rage. I believe that was Mayo, as Zach Mayo will collect in the corner, looking to clear. Good forecheck for the Novas. Expect to see lots of that as well. Here's Austin out of the corner. Pass in front. Unable to whack that one home was Dykers, number 14. Here is Frazier of the blue line. Frazier will send in the opposite corner. Dando will retrieve. Goes up the wall. It's going to be out of the zone as it hit a stick on the way through by the Novas, so no icing's a signal. Rager changing. Watch out here. The Novas are to catch them on a break. As here's Crawford as he gets taken off the puck there from Carroll. Puck comes free. As Dykers get his stick taken out of his hands. Arm stays down from the referees. Here come the Rage. Off the skate into the stick of Arsenault as he'll get it in deep. Marmoquette lets it go off the wall. That's going to be hit there as 3 Rage players came in looking for the puck on the forecheck. Puck comes free for Crawford, who falls down neutral ice. As Carroll will look to get possession as he misses the free puck as he'll collect it in the corner. DDD pass. Finds Norris. Norris will go up the middle. Finds McLaughlin, but off his stick, kept in. As here come the Novas now. With it is Romard. Romard on the goal line towards the goal. Stops up behind the net. He has a big hit there as Price came in with the body to separate the man from the puck as this can be played the opposite direction. As Novas will have some time here as Rager changing. Collected by McDonald. DD pass. Here is McMullen. McMullen will get the red line and send it towards the opposite corner. That's going to be picked up by the Novas first, as that is Romard on the forward check. As puck comes free on the wall. As out here, McDonald's in the slot. Shot blocked by Carroll. As here comes Simon now. Mackay Simon as he almost got leveled in neutral ice. Puck comes free. Here's Baldwin, but it's going to be turned over. And on the back check for the Novas. Here is Gillis now. That is Rhodey McGillis. He's playing a road game here tonight. Rhodey will take the drag. Still has the puck towards the goal as it's loose there. As it's going to be cleared away. Shot out the rebound. Just goes wide. It was a grade A chance. The puck was just sitting there right in front of the net for the taking. As we're about halfway through this first period, as Crawford gets hit there at the blue line. Puck comes free down the wall, played inside the Rage zone. Here's Brabant looking to poke it free. Finds Trudell, his deep partner. It's going to be played towards the opposite corner. Picked up by the Rage, looking to clear. There's Simon, and as he gets a hit there, but a reverse one as McDonnell came in looking for the body. As puck played to the line, here is McDonald's, played down low. As Romard will send it back in deep, looking to get the cycle play going for the Novas here early. As Trudell tangles up his man behind the net. Puck comes free for Brabant. He'll go up the wall, finds Crawford. As McDonald comes to take the puck from him. Loose puck. Novas have it and neutral ice. As entering the zone there and putting the brakes on was McDonald. I should have just assumed it was McDonald. Here is Frazier. Frazier in his own end will go up the right wall. It's going to be sent in deep by the Novas, and watch out here. Gold plays that dangerously with the stick, kind of nonchalantly. As puck upon the net, here's Brabant. Brabant will look to escape the forecheck of Gillis, but can't do so. He's going to be turned over. Here is Dykers. Look, will play towards the opposite wall. But shot from Frazier just goes wide of the net, looking for the tip. As Purcell looking to hold the line, and he fans on the attempt. Here comes Bourgogne, who will send it down the ice, but that will be icing as he couldn't get the red line. So the Rage, a couple of tired bodies out there. They've been out there for a while. Forced to stay out there as Bourgogne looks at the referee in disgust, but it was the right call. 6:01 to go here in the first. As they'll send Asher Sampson out there looking to capitalize off this icing. That's the right guy to get out there, the top goal scorer for the Novas. Number 10 at the dot right now. He'll face off against Arsenault. It's going to be a scrum draw, comes free in the corner. Dando battling there with Peoples. Played up to the blue line, kept in by McDonald. Shot from the point, looking for the tip. It's going to be stopped by the blocker of number 00, Colson Gold. Puck comes free for the Novas in the corner. As the Rage are dead tired right now. Sampson lets the pass go, looking for McIsaac. It's going to go off a stick and wide. McIsaac will recover behind the net. As puck comes free up the wall. Shot from the point. Tipped on. Stopped by Gould with the pad. There is Asher Sampson now. The Nova sniper will look to keep the play alive as McDonald will hold the blue. Sent towards the goal. The puck is hopping there. Took a funny bounce in the blue paint, but Gould uses his pad to make the save. That's going to be offside at the line. Linesman was right there to make the call, so the Rage can change now. Bit of a long shift in their own zone as they'll get some fresh bodies out there. It's Crawford, Austin, McDonald, Gillis, and Dykers but out there for the Novas. McPhee, Mayo, Chevry, Lewis, and Dando are the five out there for the purple jerseys tonight, as Lewis will take the puck off the face-off, win in the neutral zone. Will go up the wall, finds McPhee, as Mayo finds the puck and collects it, as he has two white jerseys on him, forced to circle back. Here is Lewis out of his own corner. Charlie Lewis, the veteran defenseman, will backhand back for Dando. Dando up the wall looking for Chevry, finds Mayo. It's going to go off his stick and comes free for the Novas. As played back up the wall, looking for Dykers. It's going to be sent inside the zone, so lots of dump and chase here for the Novas. Most of the play has been inside the Rage zone here to start things off, as we're about 10 minutes into this first period. Shots are 5-0 on the scoreboard in favor of the Novas. Rage haven't registered a shot on goal just quite yet. As last man back, it's going to be played off the wall as Austin gets hit there from Lewis on neutral ice. Not sure if you saw that. There is Mayo in his own corner. We'll go across the opposite wall looking for Dano. Takes a funny hop off the Zamboni door. So unlucky break there for the Rage, but they keep possession. As watch out there, Mayo stands up his man. Puck comes free. Austin will fire one under the glove. Rebounds there and covered up by Gould. As rebound came loose in front, as Dando with another extra shove after the fact. Let's see if they give him the call there, but out of the bench. Get a chance to look at the standings here. So Nova's coming to the game, tied for second place in the league at 16 points. As they're 2 points behind the league leading Gulls, as you can see there on your screen. So drop the puck inside the Rage zone. Scrum draw, a couple bodies down on the dot there as puck will come free. It's loose in the blue paint, but it's going to be played up to the point, but poked out the zone by Price, but able to recover it as Gillis will send it right back down. Dump and chase, dump and chase, dump and chase. That's the mantra here tonight for the Novas. Here is Carroll. Gets the puck over to Norris, his deep partner, the rookie defenseman, will go up the middle. It's going to hit the stick of Arsenault and then get right back down inside the Rage zone. Another dump in. 4 minutes to go here in the first period. As Arsenault looking to clear, kept in. Here's Romard with a turnover. Romard will center it looking for his teammate McDonald, but just out of his reach. Played up to the blue line. Shot from distance by McDonald. It's going to be blocked and sent the opposite direction. Puck played into a wall. It's a loose puck. Let's see if we can get it there first. Looks like the Rage will clear. It's played to the line. Purcell as he had Bourgogne right on the forecheck. Puck comes free at the opposite boards. As they're going to pick it up as McDonald. Here's McDonald in his own zone. Through his blue crease. Plays it over across. Romard makes a move by Baldwin. Romard still has the puck as he can't get by Norris, who lays the body on the zone entry. Rage get possession. Not for long, as Novas will pick it up right in the center dot. Send it right back down. Purcell will play it into the corner as Norris finds Crawford turned over. Here come the Novas now in the backhand. Shot stopped by Gould. There'll be no rebound. So cover up with just about 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Let's take a look at the statistics here for the Novas. As you can see, Asher Sampson at the top of your screen, 7 goals in 6 games. Very impressive from the second year forward. As he'll drop the puck. Novas get possession in the offensive zone. Shot from the point. Tipped on goal. Stopped by goal to the pad. That would be his 9th save of the game, I believe. As puck played on the wall. Both teams looking to collect it. As comes free off the corner. Shot from Crawford. Tipped, and that just goes wide as Gillis is right there on the doorstep, but he couldn't bang it home. As another shot. This time Gold makes a save. Rebounds in the blue paint. Comes free. Here's McDonald. Shot. Just goes wide. Now we'll go out of play. So, safe to say it's been all Novas here to start things off. Playing a great road game. You can see why they've had early success this season. They've been smothering the Rage inside their own zone as Gold will take his helmet off looking to adjust. Shot might have came undone for number 00. And for the draw is Asher Sampson inside the offensive zone. Watch out here. Number 10 in white is out there. Here's Trudell at the face-off win for the Rage. Burgoyne will look for the puck on the wall, but McDonald pinching in keeps it alive. So it's going to be played towards the opposite wall. McMullen will pinch in and keep it as he gets hit there from McMullen. Or McLaughlin, rather. A lot of mix and max out there today. Here is Sampson. Shot off the rush there as he was using his footwork to get some space, but his shot gets deflected wide. Trudell has it in the corner. Sampson takes it from him. Here is Asher Sampson from behind the net. As he'll play it up top for McDonald. McDonald will go D-to-D pass for McMullen. McMullen will shoot up high. That's right into the glove. Or no, it looked like Gould caught that, but it got deflected wide. As hit there on the play, that will free up the puck. As here is Sampson once again. Sampson with the loose puck on the goal line makes a move. Looking to wrap it through. That will be kept out by Gould once again. It had to be sharp here in the early goings of this one. McDonald will hold the line. Here is Asher Sampson out of the corner. Shot up high off a stick. Now we'll go up and out of play for another whistle here. So some pretty fresh ice over on the other side. Not many skate marks over there. As it's been all Novas to start things off. Face off to the blocker side of Gould. Puck is dropped. Played back to the point for McDonald. Shot blocked from Mayo on its way through. Puck in the corner. It's going to be played around the opposite wall. Dando will collect the loose puck out of the corner as he plays out the wall for Chevry. Chevry up ahead for McPhee, but great stick in the neutral ice by the Novas. Frees up the puck. The puck is bouncing. Picked up. Here is Manton Austin. Austin will walk in. Shooting up high. Just past the top shelf. Rebounds there off the glass. Goes off the side of the cage. As loose puck. Dando looking for it. Comes free for his partner Lewis, but picked off by the Novas. Pass to the top of the blue line for Gillis. Gillis will spin and fire when just goes wide as we're inside the last minute of play here in the first. Puck on the wall. Nova's looking for possession in the offensive zone, but taken away by McPhee. McPhee will go cross ice looking for Chevry, but right there for the Novas with the stick. It's going to be shot towards the goal. Save there from Gould. That's 12 on the night so far. McDonald looking to hold the line. It's going to be kept in as he pinches in the corner. There's the puck. Mayo finds it, goes to the opposite wall. It's a funny hop of the goaltender's stick that's behind the net as he's using his defenseman's stick, so that was a weird scene there as puck will be cleared down the ice. Momriquette, one of his first touches of the game, plays the puck. As here come the Novas now. There's 15 seconds on the clock. McDonald went to the zone through the middle. McDonald will take a break on the half wall. Looks for an option. Sends it down low. As he has Duggan behind the net. Duggan back to McDonald. As McDonald will go cross ice. Over to Purcell. Purcell will shot go, but right at the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the first period. So Rage escaped the first, despite being heavily outshot. 0-0 is your score. Not many whistles in that one. A great pace so far. So we'll take a very quick break. You're tuned to High Button Sports. First period has come and gone. We'll be right back for the second in just a moment. Welcome back here for the second period. It's been all Novas here tonight. 12-0 of the shots, but 0-0 is the score here in Dartmouth. Rage hosting the Novas here in RBC Center as they had their home rink occupied by the Hunters tonight, so this is where we'll play this game today. As Novas have possession in their own zone. As played up ahead. As chance here on the left side towards the goal. It's going to be picked off as that was Remard coming in to the zone. Remard still has the puck up top for McMullen. Return pass to Remard in the corner. Shot towards the goal, tipped just wide as he was looking for McDonald in front. That's Lincoln McDonald, number 12. So there's 3 McDonalds on this team, as I mentioned a couple times, I think. Here is Mayo. Mayo will go up the wall, finds McPhee. McPhee will go through the middle looking for Chevry just out of his reach. And that will be an icing call on the play. 46 seconds into this second period. Face off inside the Rage zone. Colson Gould has been pretty busy to start things off tonight. If you're just tuning in, he's got 12 saves so far. Puck is dropped. The face-off shot from Sampson stopped by Gould. Puck we played to the opposite wall at the rebound. Mayo there to collect. As that's going to be played up for McPhee. McPhee gets hit off the wall. Frazier has the puck. Over to Purcell, but he couldn't handle the pass. As he has Chevy right on him. Puck comes free. Here is Sampson. Asher Sampson will play it up to the left wall. Gets the return pass. Sampson through the middle. Can't get by Norris as he uses his skate to defend the puck there. Norris go up the wall and easily turned over. Shot towards the goal. Tipped in front. Gould couldn't handle it with the glove, but Captain Carroll was there to save the day. Played around the opposite wall. Takes a funny hop off the skate. Here is Mayo. Looking for McPhee. McPhee gets hit there into the wall. Loose puck. Comes free for the Novas. So he played towards the goal. Behind the net. Looking for it. This is Lincoln McDonald. Puck on the wall. Here's Purcell. Shot. Stopped by Gould. As Norris will collect the puck. Norris finds McPhee. Here is Chevry. Chevry gets hit there on the pinching Purcell. Here is Carroll now behind his own net. Bryce Carroll as he gets stripped of the puck, but Mayo finds it right back. Here's McPhee looking through the middle for Chevry. Chevry has a step behind the D, but he couldn't handle the pass. So McDonald will recollect for the Novas. As here is Frazier weaving his way through the neutral zone. Enters the zone. Shot from the rush there, easily covered up by Gould. Maybe no rebound. He'll cover up for the whistle. So I was doing my research for this game. I looked at the Nova's website. They actually have a page where you can see their whole team history. So I'll show that here right now. A lot of Chisholms and Pedals and Andersons. It's pretty cool to see they have that displayed. Not many teams do that kind of thing. So you can see the numbers all throughout the years. Of course, Colton Ellis, an alumni of this team, recently played his first NHL game, so that was pretty cool to see. As here's a chance for Gillis, and tight save from Gould. As Baldwin plays it to the neutral ice, McDonald over to Gillis. Gillis will play it up the wall, picked up by the Novas. Here is Crawford. Crawford gets hit there from Simon. As Trudell looking for a loose puck. He sent up the head. Here is Gillis now. Gillis up to the point for McDonald. McDonald will shoot through the screen. Blocked in front by Trudell. Puck is free behind the net. Picked up by Crawford. Crawford loses the puck. Here's Simon now. Simon gets hit on Crawford looking for the loose puck again as Baldwin will collect. Baldwin up to Crawford. That is Crawford for the Rage. They're both for number 19, both nearing Crawford. But Colin Crawford, number 19 for the Novas, and Austin Crawford for the Rage. As here is Lewis. No icing's a signal from the linesperson. DD pass over to Dando. Dando goes up the ball for Mayo, but Peoples is right there to pinch in and get the puck. Duggan will collect and shoot and score. Duggan opens the scoring for the Novas off the turnover. And it's 1-0. Liam Duggan finds the puck in the slot. Gets it through Gould. And that will be the first goal of the game. 3:10 the time of the marker in the second period. 16:50 to go. As Mayo will take the draw against Peoples in the center ice. Puck is dropped. Here is McMullen. So Novas strike first here in Dartmouth. It took 18 shots on goal through about a period and a quarter. And another chance here. It's going to be blocked in front. Rebounds there for McMullen, who will pinch in and shooting up high, looking for the top shelf. That's going to go wider than that. Puck played to neutral ice. Back to retrieve it is Alex McDonald, number 8. McDonald will go up the wall. kept in by Dando. Dando's shot from the point is going to be stopped there. And that'd be the first registered shot for the Rage as Mombercat makes the save. So he's 1 for 1 so far tonight. There it is on the board. That's 18-1 right now, the shots. And all it takes, though, is one shot to tie this game. As Arsenault in for the face-off here. Puck is dropped. Comes free for Carroll. Carroll will send it towards the opposite corner. It's going to be picked off of McMullen. McMullen will go up the wall looking for Peoples, but met there by Norris in neutral ice. Price on the wall. Gets pinned up against the boards against McMullen. It's going to be played up ahead for McDonnell. Here's a chance for a loose puck, as Carroll will collect it and get the puck inside the zone. Out to play it is Mombercat, but he leaves it there for McMullen instead. As Price looking for the loose puck, takes the body. Here is Norris, sends it back in deep. It's going to be intercepted by the Novas. Pass up ahead for McDonnell, but picked off by Carroll. Bryce Carroll will play it up the wall. As here is McMullen. McMullen will go the opposite boards, looking for Peoples there, but it's going to be out of his reach as Norris will flip it through the neutral ice. Picked off of McMullen. McMullen down the right wing will get hit there from Carroll, as you probably didn't see it, as this thing right here was in the way. As here is McDonnell at the opposite blue line. McDonnell will send it back in deep. Glove down by Peoples. Out to McMullen. McMullen will shoot one through the screen. That's going to be covered up by Colson Gold. As falling down in the blue paint was Lincoln McDonald, number 12. Face-off will be inside the Rage zone. Asher Sampson back out there against Zach Mayo, number 90. Puck dropped. One back. Peoples lets a shot go off the shin pad of Chevry. Goes in the corner. Here is McIsaac. Plays it down low for Sampson. Sampson will fire it on. And did that go in? It looks like it stays out. From my angle here, it looked like it hit the back crossbar, but that's going to be kept out by Gold. As we're about 5 minutes into this second period. 1-0 for the Novas. As it was Liam Duggan who scored the opening goal for Antigonish. As puck played to the line. Sent in deep by Frazier. Bounces for Peoples off the boards. Peoples will play it towards the goal. Spinning shot there. It's going to be kept out. Nova's good chance there right in the prime real estate in front of the net. That was McIsaac looking to spin and fire that one to the net as it will collect in the neutral ice. McIsaac goes across for Frazier. Frazier will enter the zone left side. Frazier off the rush. Fans on the shot. Gets it right back. Shot will be played by Chevry in front of his own net. And in Chevry, the rookie will throw it on goal as he enters the zone. Easily stopped by Mombercat. Second shot of the game for the Rage. It's going to be picked up by the Novas. Here comes McIsaac. Colton McIsaac will drop it off for Peoples. Peoples will throw it back to McIsaac down low. As Novas have the puck. Played up top for Frazier. Shot looking for the tip block from Dando. And watch out here. Crawford might have a step. Here comes Austin Crawford. All alone. Crawford gets hooked there. And no call on the play. So we'll play on here. Crawford was hooked on the way into the... to get a shot on the breakaway. Here is Sampson. Sampson will enter the zone on the right side. Gets hit there by Dando. Puck played behind the net. As battle for the loose puck. Comes free for the Novas out of the wall. Crawford looking for the loose puck. Plays it through the middle for Simon. As it's a foot race here for the puck. McDonald against Simon. McDonald will get there first as it goes D to D. Pass over across for Rody Gillis. Gillis plays it up the wall. And that's going to be an icing call. The first icing for the Novas here tonight. A chance to look at the upcoming schedule for the Novas. So they play here tonight in Dartmouth. They play the Gulls tomorrow at home in Antigonish. Then it's the Mid-November Classic, the Monktonian Challenge. That will disrupt regular season play for a week. And then right back at home for 2 games afterwards. Actually, no, they play in Pictou, so basically home for them. As it's going to be played in behind the net. Crawford finds the puck for the Novas. He's got Borgoyne on the forecheck. Novas have him on their own net as they're caught on an icing call, so good chance for the Rage to catch them some tired bodies as Mayo will collect and send it back in deep. Chevry on the forecheck. Chevry looking for the loose puck as McDonald will play it. Here's Chevry off the turnover. Finds Borgoyne. Pass in front looking for Mayo. They couldn't connect there. That would have been a beauty off the turnover. Here's Norris. Norris will fire it towards the goal. It's going to be stopped by Momberket with the pad, redirecting to the corner. His biggest test of the game so far is here come the Novas looking to clear. That's going to be played to the opposite wall. Here is Gillis. Gillis went to the zone, to the middle. Gillis still has it. Watch out here as he almost went end to end. Gillis will collect out of the corner. Put up top for McDonald, but he fumbled the puck at the blue line. It's going to be sent towards the opposite blue. Here is Gillis now. Watch out, Rager changing right in front of him. It's going to be sent towards the opposite corner and a hit there after the dump in. As Norris looking for the loose puck comes free. Here is Duggan, the goal scorer. He has it up top of the blue line, but he gets knocked off by Arsenault. Arsenault finishes his hit, neutral ice. McMullen will collect. Pass over across for McDonald. McDonald will fumble the puck at the zone entry, but he stays onside. McDonald will pass towards the middle looking for the stick of the goal scorer, Duggan, but he couldn't get that one to go for a second of the game. Here comes Carroll out of his own zone. Bryce Carroll down the left side. Carroll looking to drop it off for McLellan, but couldn't get to him. McLellan will eventually get the puck and sends it in deep. McDonald finds it. Has Arsenault right on him on the forecheck. McDonald makes the play up the wall. Novas will break out here. As here is Manton Austin. Austin will look across for the trailer McMullen. McMullen will fire one off the pad. Great save there from Gould. As great play from the Novas on the zone entry as McMullen will send it back in deep. As Austin can handle that puck on the wall. Peoples will get there first. Peoples will play it up to the blue line. McDonald has the puck over across from McMullen. McMullen will fire one on looking where the tip just goes wide past the blocker of Gould. Puck makes its way all the way across the opposite wall. It's going to be cleared. DD pass on the opposite blue line for the Novas. It's going to be played up ahead as right in front of the Novas bench as the puck comes free. Here's Peoples. Peoples will weave his way through to the slot. Pass across. There's a spinning pass there from McDonald looking to find Manton Austin in front. Is unsuccessful. As here is Brabant in his own zone looking to escape the forecheck. Brabant will take it behind his own net. Plays it back in the corner, but nobody was home to collect the puck. Novas get there first. As puck comes free, here is Price. Price will go over to Landon Chevry. Chevry will send it back in deep. Out to play it is Momberket. Momberket will go leave it for his defenseman. A little bit of miscommunication here as Chevry was right there on the forecheck. As we're about halfway through this second period. Nova's up by a goal here in Dartmouth. As watch out there. Glove taken out of the hands of Lincoln McDonald. Both arms stay down from the referee. Will play on. Pass up ahead. McDonnell will chip it ahead. And McPhee gets the loose puck in his own zone. McPhee looking to backhand through the middle. Turned over. McDonald. It's going to be kept in. The Novas have it. Here is Frazier. Shot through the screen. Just goes wide past the blocker of Gould. As Peoples looking to keep the play alive and he will. Here's McDonnell. Shot towards the goal. Tipped on net. Stopped by Gould once again. As here is McDonnell out of the corner. Nudged out the puck. McPhee finds Mayo on the wall. Zach Mayo will get poked off the puck on neutral ice. Crawford to collect for the Rage. He played back to the Purcell. Purcell DD pass. Watch out, he has McPhee right on him. Frazier looking for the loose puck as McPhee in on the forecheck falls down trying to hit the defenseman. Novas make the play up the wall, but no. Lewis right there to send it right back down. Novas have it in their own zone. We're past the halfway mark of the second period. Still 1-0. Puck will be kissed off the glass there. Glove down and sent right back in deep by Lewis. Back to retrieve it is Purcell out of his own zone. Here is John Purcell. You don't see too many kids named John these days. As puck poked up ahead. Here come the Novas with numbers perhaps. As penalty coming up here. Slashing will definitely be the signal from the referee. As there we go. Guilty party the Rage. And the Novas, who are up a goal here, will head to the power play. Just a few words from Gould to Lincoln McDonald. 9:07 to go. Rage out of the box for Slashing. Kai Simon is the guilty party. A couple late changes here for the Rage. So I'll send Arsenault and McLellan out there to try and kill this power play off. This will be the first power play of the game, I believe. Sampson, up top from McDonald, back to Sampson. Look out for him on this power play. Sampson will fire one out the blocker. As puck played to the opposite wall. Frazier goes skate to stick. Frazier has McMullen draped all over him. That's going to be played to the blue line. Pass over across. Sampson has some space. Watch out here. Sampson will walk in and fire one right into the chest of Gould. He makes no mistake, and that's going to be a whistle and a few shoves after the fact. The Novas, they like to go low to high on the power play. As basically all of their goals this season have been scored right in the slot area, so look for them to get the puck there. And if not, Asher Sampson will be creeping down the right wing on his forehand for a shot. So I expect to see that here in this game. Puck is dropped. One back for McDonald on the power play of the Novas. As McDonald's a shot go, that will miss everybody and go wide of the net as Norris tangled up with Manton Austin in front as he'll get the loose puck and try to clear. That's a body as Burgoyne will find it and try and clear, but it's going to be kept in at the line by Frazier. As Trudell will look for the loose puck in the corner, comes free for Sampson. Plays up top, McDonald has the puck. Finds Sampson on the half wall. Asher Sampson has the puck up top. McDonald will walk the line. Played over across. Watch out here. Frazier will shoot one on. Scores! Cohen Frazier on the power play makes his way down the left wing. The Novas have doubled up their lead here in Dartmouth. Walking right down Main Street was Frazier. And he went top glove on Gould. And on the Novas' 23rd shot of the game, they're up 2-0. Puck is dropped. So Novas scored 2 goals here in the middle frame. As McIsaac will collect. McIsaac on the goal line will play it towards the goal off the side of the cage. Puck comes free behind the net. McIsaac up the wall, finds McDonald. McDonald will send it right back in deep. Finds Gillis. Gillis out of the corner. Looking for an option here. This here is Duggan. Duggan up for McDonald. Duggan gets the return pass as Mayo will get off his skate, looking to clear. Here is Burgoyne. He hits there into the boards. Puck comes free up top. Here is McDonald. Shot tipped into the glove. There'll be no rebound from Gould as he freezes play. Take a look at the Rage upcoming schedule here. Play the Novas here tonight, obviously, and tomorrow they'll head to Berwick. And they'll head to the Monctonian, just as the Novas are. And after that, they got the Bandits, the Bearcats, the Hurricanes, and then after that they'll play the Rangers in East Hants. As face-off inside the Rage zone. Puck comes free for Dando. Dando will look to clear as McDonald will send it right back in deep. Austin looking for the loose puck out of the corner. As puck played up the wall, Rage have it. Played towards the opposite winger. That's Simon who finds Baldwin streaking through the middle. Here come the Rage. Shot off the rush there from Baldwin. But easily stopped by the goaltender, Mombercat. So drop the puck to the glove side. Mombercat Rage need to get something going here to keep things interesting down the stretch. Puck is won back to the Novas in their own zone. D2D pass. Here's McDonald. It's going to be played up ahead for Crawford, but met there at the line by Baldwin. As here come the Novas now. That was McDonald playing up ahead. Chance here, 2-on-1 for the Rage, but good stick from Lewis. Puck comes free, shot blocked on its way through as Dando will clear the opposite corner. Crawford looking to collect for the Rage, but kept him by McMullen. That's going to be played behind the net. This is Crawford, number 19 for the Nova. That's Colin Crawford. We'll collect the puck. So both 19 Crawfords out there right now, so bear with me. Here's McDonald. Will play it off the board. Shot towards the goal. Tipped off the pad. They score on the rebound and the bird celebration from the Novas. And that makes it 3-0. Colin Crawford gets the goal. And that will triple the lead here in Dartmouth. 6:35 to go here in the second period. They drop the puck at center. Nova's in complete control of this game as McMullen will send it in the corner. Norris goes up the wall. It's going to be met there at the blue line. They can poke it out as Mayo looking for a loose puck. Carroll collects it over to McPhee. McPhee will dump it in the opposite wall. Here is McMullen. Still plenty of time here for a Rage comeback. As 6 minutes to go here in the second. They got 26 minutes of game time in regulation. As here is McDonald. McDonald under the zone and pass across from McDonnell. Back to McDonald. Stopped by Gould to the stick. Wow. That looked like a sure goal, but Gould Gets the twig on that one. Unbelievable save there to keep things 3-0. Exactly 6 minutes to go. Gould with a showstopper there to keep things at bay. The rookie goaltender looking good so far tonight. 28 shots as opposed to the 4 on the opposite end. A shot off the face-off from Peoples. It's going to be stopped with a pad of Gould. Puck in the corner. Looking to clear on the Rage as they'll come free for Chevry. Chevry finds Mayo over across from McPhee, but off his stick and inside the Nova zone. Back to collect is Frazier. Frazier go up the wall from McIsaac. One-touch pass intercepted by Mayo for a moment, but Sampson gets it right back for his team. That's Frazier. Will play it towards the opposite wall. It's collected by Carroll. Sent back into the Nova zone. Pass over across, finds Asher. Sampson will go up ahead for McIsaac into the feet of Norris. Puck comes free behind the net. Here is McIsaac out of the corner. Towards the middle looking for Sampson. That's going to miss the target, but he gets it off the wall. Sampson makes a nice move on the boards, plays it up top. Frazier will take his space and shoot one tipped off a body and just goes wide in the corner. Here's McLaughlin. This is going to be kept in by Peoples. Peoples will leave his way through the middle. Penalty coming up here to the Rage. And it's been that kind of night for the Harbour Rage here today, as Arsenault will touch up, and that's going to be whistled down. Hooking is the indication from the referee on the left side. So back to the power play are the Novas. 3-0 is your score. Second period. Crawford, that being Colin Crawford, in for the face-off against Jake McPhee. Puck dropped. One back from McDonald at the blue line. Here comes the Novas power play. Played over across for McMullen. McMullen at the line as Bourgogne. Good pressure there at the top as McDonald has it. McDonald back to McMullen. McMullen pass up ahead as entering the zone are the Novas. McDonald will send it in deep. Carroll looked to get there first on the penalty kills. They poke it up ahead for Lewis. Lewis up ahead for McPhee. That will just miss everybody and go all the way down. So successful clearing attempt unintentionally by the Rage. As McMullen behind his own net has the puck, makes an escape move on the forecheck in Bourgogne, who's behind the play. McMullen will enter the zone on the right side. McMullen takes a break on the half wall. Plays it behind the net up top for McDonald. McDonald will take his space at the top of the blue line. Played over across, gets the return pass. McDonald makes a move by McPhee. McDonald played over across for McMullen. Plays it down low as Crawford has the puck up top for McMullen. McMullen will throw it towards the goal through traffic. Tipped up high and they score. Bouncing puck off the helmet of Gould. And that will trickle its way through for the fourth goal of the game for the Novas. Lincoln McDonald seems to be the last touch. As it is now 4 goals for Antigonish here in Dartmouth. .345 to go. Power play goal. They're 2 for 2. One man advantage. The Novas here tonight. Mayo against Manton Austin for the face-off. There's a little bit of confusion here before the top of the puck, but looks like they got it all sorted out. There he goes. So a long delay before the drop of the puck, but we're back in action. So here's McDonald, the face-off win for the Novas. They'll send it back in deep. Dump and chase is the mantra here today for Antigonish, and has been for the past 20 years. As puck towards the goal. Comes free for McPhee. Here's Jake McPhee out of his own end. That's going to be a penalty behind the play as Trudell gets penalized for head contact. And the Novas, who are 100% on the power play tonight, will head right back to the man advantage. Let's see if it's 2 or 4. I believe it will They drop the puck. Timer hasn't gone off yet on the penalty, so it's probably. So timekeeper didn't have enough. Couldn't figure out how to get 4 minutes up there, as you can see. So they'll have to redo that face-off. So there will be 3:25 to go. A little bit of confusion there, but as he must be looking to get 4 on the board. In this delay, we'll take a quick look here. A better look here at the all-time stats for the Nova records here. So most games played. Blademan Dixon, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Cole Nellis at the bottom there. Riley T, most shutouts, all tied with 3. Alan Boutlier with most penalty minutes for a career. Points per game is Brady Peddle. Most assists, Brady Peddle, most goals, so he's the best defenseman in team history, as you can see there, statistic-wise, as they'll drop the puck at center ice. So 4 minutes for Trudell. They sort out the clock. There's plenty of time here for the Novas to stretch out their lead. They're up 4 here in Dartmouth. As here comes McDonald. That's Alex McDonald under the zone. Played up ahead. As D-to-D pass for Samson. Samson up top. Frazier. Samson gets the return pass. Samson plays over across. McDonald will corral it back. Here is Alex McDonald to the top of the blue line. Finds Samson. Samson up top for McDonald. McDonald back for Samson. Samson will weave his way through on the wing, but he didn't like his option, so he'll circle back. McDonald has the puck up top. Fakes the slap shot, but off the stick of Mayo. That will exit the zone. Here is Frazier. Back for McDonald. McDonald back for Frazier. Frazier has a goal in this game. Finds Samson. Asher Samson making his way through the middle. Asher Samson still has it as he almost went end to end there. But he couldn't beat the last line of defense, that being Colson Gould, number 00. As Samson will collect up top. Back up top, McDonald. Over across Frazier. Cross ice feed for Samson. Ends up on his stick. Shot blocked by Dando. And he'll clear down the ice. So a minute and a half is gone on this double minor to Trudell. As Novas will slow things down. Frazier has it behind the net. Cohen Frazier will lead the rush for the Novas. Here is McDonald, that being Reen McDonald. McDonald, number 17, has the puck, plays it back up top, but Rage ready for that pass, so that's going to escape the zone. McMullen forced to circle back as he plays it towards the opposite wall. Novas will set up here in the power play cleanly. Here's McMullen. McMullen looking for the turn pass. McMullen shot just goes wide. It's McDonald. Let's get the loose puck. I feel like I've only been saying 3 names this whole night. As here's McDonald. Over across. McMullen. No look pass. Nice play. Shot tip just goes in the crease. That's going to be cleared away. A beautiful look there. And the power play as Gould was down and out. Puck ended up on the stick of McDonald. He just couldn't find the target. Here is McMullen up top. McMullen over to McDonald. McDonald will fan on the shot attempt. That's going to be hit on the play with Lewis getting the body going. His pass towards the front. As Gould makes a couple saves in tight. That's going to be played behind the net. As McDonald will collect. There's Lincoln McDonald. Makes a few moves behind the goal. McDonald plays up top for McMullen. McMullen with over cross. His pass in front. Peoples looking for McDonald. That's going to be sticked away. As watch out here. Crawford might get loose short-handed as he looks to be the first on the puck. 40 seconds to go. Crawford has hit there behind the net. McDonald get Lux the loose puck. Here is Reen McDonald. Plays it back for McMullen. McMullen will go up through the middle. Picked up by Romard. Romard has the puck in the corner. Romard behind the net as Carroll meets him there on the wall. So he'll get the puck out of danger as Crawford looking to clear, and he will. That will escape the zone. That is Austin Crawford for the Rage. As here come the Novas now, right back in transition. McDonald will shoot on. He scores. Lincoln McDonald double dips. And that's 5 goals here for the Novas. 4.3 on the clock. A backbreaker for the Rage to the end of this period. Another power play goal. So they're 3 for 3 on the night. Simon will take the face-off at center ice against Mackay. The puck is dropped. As that's going to do it for the second period. So 5-0 after 2 periods of play here in Dartmouth. We'll see a quick break here as Zamboni will head to the ice. You tune into High Button Sports. My name is Mason Knight on the call. We'll be back for the third period after the break. Welcome back for the third period between the Novas playing against nobody, as the Rage have not shown up tonight at all. As it's 5-0. Novas in a dominant performance. Rage showing no effort out there, and no heart. But they'll start the period off with 20 minutes looking to tie things up here. They need 5 quick goals as puck played in the corner. Here is McIsaac. McIsaac will go up the wall, put it over across for McDonald. McDonald will walk in looking for the tip in front. Rebounds there. That's going to be a stop. As in on the doorstep was Asher Sampson, the last guy you want to leave unattended. As here comes Dando, he'll lead the rush for the Rage. As Price will look to collect the pass, but off his stick. As McMullen will send it back in deep. McIsaac on the forward check. As Arsenault will lay the body. That's going to be a penalty for the Rage. As Peoples will collect the puck behind the net. So a delayed call. Go to the bench. There is Peoples out of the corner. McMullen has the puck. Plays it up top for McDonald to walk the line. McDonald will shoot in the tip there. Just goes wide off the stick of Austin. Rebound shot around. That was a bullet of a shot, but will make its way all the way around the ice. And Asher Sampson will collect a long delayed penalty call here as Crawford in the forecheck will look to touch up here. And that will stop play. So head contact is the call. Once again, Rage just took a 4-minute head contact at the tail end of the second period. Let's see how many fingers the ref puts up here. 4 minutes for head contact. So, same old song and dance here for Cole Harbour. So, drop the puck to the glove side of Gould. So, a double minor awarded to the Rage. This puck is dropped. Nova's got possession. Here's McMullen up top. McMullen will cross in the right half wall. Shot tip. It's going to be stopped by Gould to the pad as rebound collected. And a weak clearing attempt there from the Rage. As here is McMullen. Pass towards the wall through the middle. It's going to be picked up by Ryan McDonald. Ryan. Not sure. As here is McMullen. Will walk through the line over to Ramard. Ramard will take his space and shoot one low. Just goes past the left pad of Gould. Makes his way all the way across to the opposite blue line. As it's going to be picked up by the Novas inside the offensive zone. 3.5 to go in the double minor to Charlie Lewis. Puck played up top. And here is Ryan McDonald. Played to the half wall. Dragging and shooting there. And that's going to be another penalty as the hands are up high from Carroll. And that might be another double minor. So, let's see what the call is here. As you can see the referee right in front of us. Head contact. Didn't see how many fingers that was. So just the single minor penalty to Carroll. So they'll have a full 2-minute 5-on-3 if they need it. Puck is dropped. It's going to be one back towards the corner. As puck finally comes free, put up top, over across one time. McMullen shot low, just goes wide through the blue paint. So it'll be recollected at the opposite wall of McDonald. Here's Alex McDonald, makes his way through. McDonald will take it and shoot, and he scores. Alex McDonald makes no mistake in the slot, and that's 6 goals. 4 in the power play for the Novas. They make quick work of that 5-on-3. Walk right through the Rage. And that will make things 6-0. Still a power play here for the Novas. As it would actually still be a 5-on-3 because the double minor will be reduced to 2 minutes. So still lots of power play time and open ice here for the Novas. As Frazier plays it over across for McIsaac. McIsaac will enter the zone, drops it off. As pass up top through the slot area. It's going to be sticked away as Norris will look to collect, but he's got 2 white jerseys on him looking to get the puck right back, and they will. Here's Frazier at the blue line. Frazier plays it over across. Plays down low. Here's Gillis. Gillis will spin off a check. That is Frazier, rather. Duggan. Duggan will play it on the half wall. Here is McIsaac. He'll walk in and shoot one off the pad, and it's going to be cleared away. Rebounds there, and then be blocked. Puck ends up top for Frazier. Frazier, at the top of the blue line, will play it over across for McIsaac. McIsaac will look across there on the one-timer shot. It's going to be blocked and sent down the ice, so a good display of penalty killing for the first time tonight by the Rage. It's going to be played by the goaltender, looking to catch the Rage on the change. Nice move there. Here is a shot, another shot, 3 shots in a row off the pad of goal, and this time will cover up after the 4th attempt. So 25 seconds to go on the Carroll penalty and 49 seconds to go on the Lewis penalty, as you can see on the left side of your screen there in the actual rink clock. Thank you for joining us here. A bit of a different setup as I'm on the opposite rink, so it's just my voice you hear, no atmosphere, just me. And I'm a pretty monotone guy, so it's probably a pretty boring broadcast. Maybe you can fall asleep to this. Because here's McMullen. We'll play up top for McDonald. Back to McMullen. McMullen will throw across there, looking for the one-touch pass for Matt Austin, who was right there in the back door, but it's tipped away by Trudell. As McDonald to McMullen. McMullen back from McDonald, that being Alex McDonald. He'll walk in, pass across McMullen. As it's 5-on-4 now. Shot! Just goes wide off the tip. That will make its way all the way to the neutral zone. As watch out here, Simon might get a step here short-handed. Here's Nakai Simon. Play to the opposite corner as he hits his man into the boards. As puck will come free for the Novas. They've won every puck battle tonight. Here is Doikers. Over across. Looking for Ramard off of his stick. That's back to 5-on-5, so Novas stay hot in the power play tonight. They scored on the 5-on-3, but unable to do anything afterwards as they have an extended power play due to the double minor. Here is Simon. Looking to pass through the middle. That's going to be easily picked off by Austin and sent back into the Rage zone. This puck play to the corner. Simon will go opposite boards. Is right there to pick it off. There's Rody Gillis as he'll play it towards the opposite end. As off the bench came McDonald. That is Reen McDonald. Puck comes free at the wall. McDonald finds a streaking teammate, that being Duggan. Played up top. Here's Gillis. Shot from the point blocked unintentionally by McDonnell. This puck comes free in the corner. Dando against Duggan looking for a loose puck. That's a nice move off the wall by the Novas. Played up top for McDonald. Here is McDonald. That being Lincoln McDonald. He has a couple goals tonight as McDonnell will find it in the slot and shoot it just wide of the net. Puck play behind the net now. Lincoln McDonald has Norris draped over him, but makes the play into the corner. Finds McDonnell. Play towards the opposite wall. Here is Burgoyne. Through the middle as McDonald couldn't hold the line. That will be no icing. Some pretty fresh ice there on the Nova's end. As we're 6 minutes into the third. Here's Baldwin. Play it back in deep. At the plate is Marquette. He has 4 shots on goal tonight. As here's McIsaac. Making his way through. Met there at the boards here. The chance for Peoples. Peoples finds McIsaac. Weaving his way through the center dot. McIsaac has the puck. Shot from distance there at the zone entry. Just goes over the net. Let's look at his own rebound. Nobody was there to collect it for the Rage. As they'll get the puck eventually as Price can't clear as it hopped over his stick. I haven't seen many clean passes from the Rage tonight. As here is Asher Sampson off the bench. They haven't had to use him much tonight, as he gets a lot of minutes usually, but the rolling the lines here in Dartmouth are the Novas, and it's working for him. This puck play up the wall. Here's Asher Sampson. We'll find McIsaac. McIsaac will drag and shoot one blocked by Brabant. Not sure if you saw that as that pole was in the way. Here's Sampson off the corner shot. This goes over the net. He's looking for that top corner of the net. As that will be played towards the boards behind the goal. Comes free on the wall. Here is Asher Sampson. Will be shoved to the puck by McPhee as he'll lead the rush for the Rage. Met there at the red line though by McIsaac, who nudges him off the puck with ease. As hit there into the wall. Here is Peoples. Peoples will drag and shoot one blocked by Trudell. And so he'll go skate to stick looking for the loose puck. Puck played in the corner. As here is McDonald. Looking to clears Crawford for the Rage. That will be played back in, but it's going to be offside of the line. 12:07 to go. Here in the third. So we'll drop the puck on neutral ice. I was thinking of doing the game on that little gymnastics or figure skating thing they got there, like put myself up there with the camera, but the boss said no. As here the Nova's pass in front just goes wide off the stick of Duggan. This puck play to the corner behind the net now is the puck. As Duggan gets hit in the wall by Trudell. Puck will come free. Here's Duckers. McDonald will collect to the blue line. D-to-D pass. Shot from McMullen. Saved by Gould. Rebounds cleared away by Crawford. Here's Austin Crawford lead the rush for the Rage. He'll chip it into the zone as he gets hit there from McMullen. Trying to make his way through. So the net guard comes off, so he's forced to exit the ice. As McPhee looking for a loose puck, gets hit off the puck easily. And that will be played into the bench and will cause a whistle. Face off will be to the glove side of Monmarquette. Haven't said his name much here tonight. Haven't had to. Puck is dropped. The face-off here is Lewis. Did he pass for Dando? Dando will fire one through the screen. Goes wide. Rebound there from Mayo to collect. Mayo will a spinning pass looking for Chevry. That's a Patrick Kane-esque move, but Chevry can finish the job. As here is Manton Austin looking to gain the zone. Met there at the line by the Rage. There's Dando hitting to the boards. It's going to be sent towards the opposite corner. There to pick it up is Duikers. There's Mayo. Over cross. McLellan will collect the puck in neutral ice. Duncan McLellan will send it in deep. Gillis will easily make the play. D-to-D. Up the wall. Nova's at possession. Here's Manton Austin. Austin will enter the zone. Nice move. Austin still has it. Shot the pad. And looking for the rebound was Crawford, but just out of his reach. As that would have been a beautiful play there by the Novas looking for their 7th goal. As here is Carroll. Up the wall. Puck comes free for the Novas. They have possession inside the zone. There's McDonnell. McDonnell will fail on the pass. The shot towards the goal, chipped just wide by Crawford for the Novas. So he played behind the net. Here's Crawford from the goal line. Collects the puck. Plays it down low. As chance here in front. Off a stick. Rebound just goes wide. That was Peoples looking to find the twine there for the Novas. Since we're halfway through this third period, 10 minutes have come and gone. Here is Baldwin. Baldwin looks to go through the middle as he gets hit there in the slot, and it's been that kind of night for the Rage as Gillis lays the body. As watch out here, a little bit of life from the Rage after the play. There's a few shoves being thrown. They come to the defense of their rookie. That's Price and Arsenault. So good to see a little bit of spark from them. 9:49 to go here in the third. It's the Nova's night tonight. Baldwin, Price, and Arsenault will remain out there inside the Nova zone as they'll actually send Arsenault to the penalty box, I guess. So maybe I think that was a coincidental penalty. So 5-on-5. There's 5 fingers in each hand from the referee there. Didn't see the Nova's player go in there. There he is. So Ramard. As Baldwin will take the face off as McPhee will head out there in replacement of Arsenault. Puck dropped. One back for Carroll, but it's going to be played ahead by the Novas. They have it on their own blue line. As here's Manton Austin. Austin going to make his way through. Gets hit there by Norris. Carroll will collect the loose puck. Carroll off the wall. Kept in by the Novas. Played in deep as Sampson had that puck bounce off of his stick. I mean, you can't call it an off night for Sampson. He just hasn't scored yet, which is, and for him, it'll be an off night. But he's definitely been noticeable out there. They just, like I mentioned, they don't have to use him here tonight as they're just rolling the line. Sampson their top dog, as Crawford will collect the loose puck, that being Austin Crawford. He played in behind the net, played up for Sampson. Sampson, nice feet there to collect the puck as he has the biscuit in transition, makes a move by Carroll. Pass in front there looking for Austin, and just as I mentioned, a great play there, all caused by number 10 in white. Here is Frazier. Played over across, going to be a shot from a distance there, fought off by Gould. So we're inside the last 9 minutes to go here in this game. Burgoyne has the puck out of the corner. Burgoyne will sauce it over across, but it's a nobody. There's McDonald. Looking to keep the play alive, and he will, but sticked away by Austin Crawford, number 19 for the Rage, as puck comes free for Simon. Simon launches the zone. Makes a move in on the blue line. Simon gets tangled up, and that's going to be a turnover. Here's McMullen. McMullen looking to clear. Plays it back. Here's McMullen. Oliver McMullen. That's going to be played up ahead. There's Duggan. Duggan, it's a shot go in transition. Rebounds there in the blue paint, but covered up by Gould. 8:07 to go. A few shoves after the fact. So 40-5 are the shots on goal, according to the public address announcer / statistician down there between the benches. So we'll drop the puck to the glove side of Gould. One back for the Novas. Here is McDonald. Shot looking for the tip. Goes off the shin pad and wide. As Brabant out of the corner. Escapes the forecheck for a moment as Trudell looking for the partner pass. As he'll collect it in the corner. Gets hit there off the puck. Relentless forecheck from the Novas. As they have been moving their feet consistently all night long without a break. As nice spin move off the wall. Here is Lincoln McDonald. Plays it up top. Duty pass over to McDonald. McDonald will forward towards the goal. It's going to be stopped from Gould through the screen. No rebound. Seven and a half to go. 9:08 local time here in Dartmouth. Plenty of games on hand tonight on the High Button Sports website. This is one of them. Probably not the most exciting one, but it's one of them. As McDonald finds the puck in the slot, knocked away as Price collects it on the wall. As Lewis will find it and play it D over to Dando. Dando up to the middle, picked off of McDonald. McDonald will fan on the pass. Watch out here. Baldwin's in tight, but it's going to be a stop from Marquette. It's loose to the crease. They whack away and they score. Woohoo. It's 6-1. The lead is down to 5. McPhee pokes it home. A little bit of life here from the Rage in the late stages of this game. So, no shutout for Marquette tonight. As they'll send the puck to the bench, that will be Cruz Baldwin's first career goal as a Rage. His brother Jack had lots of those in his 2 years here for Cole Harbour. So, here's Dando. As watch out there, funny hop off the dump in. That nearly made it 6-2. As here comes Ramard. Ramard through the middle. Pass over across, looking for the return feed. So here is Sampson. Plays it down low. Ramard has the puck. Ramard pass in front through the slot. It's going to be poked out of the zone. Comes free for Frazier. So unassisted goal from Cruz Baldwin. As watch out here. Sampson looking to go for a highlight reel, but he couldn't get past the defense on the toe drag. His puck comes free for Sampson. He has it on the goal line, plays it upon the net for Ramard. Gets hit off the puck for a moment by Dando, but he'll recollect. Here is Frazier. Frazier with a move. Plays it down low. Looking for the puck is Burgoyne. He'll find it for the Rage. Poked up ahead. Simon looking for the loose biscuit. As Ramard pokes it back into the corner. Up ahead. Finds McDonald. Kaiser had that hop over his stick. As here is Ramard. Ramard towards the goal off the desperation play from the Rage defender to knocked that out of harm's way. Puck behind the net. Carroll looking for it as he gets hit there. Norris looking in the body behind the goal line as it's going to be shot across the ice, picked up by McDonald. It's going to be tipped on goal from McIsaac as puck comes free in the slot. Here's Bourgogne. Simon has the puck in the middle of the ice as here comes Nova's shot off the goal line there. Just goes through everybody and wide. So that'll make its way all the way down the ice. D pass just out of the reach of McDonald. Here's Duggan. Duggan has Price on the back check will force him offside as a piece of equipment came falling off somebody. Oh, it was a butt end of someone's stick. 5:09 to go. Arsenault against Crawford in neutral ice. Puck dropped. As Gillis will collect the loose puck off the face-off. Gillis will fire one off the zone entry. Just goes past the blocker and wide. So we're inside the last 5 minutes of this third period. Rage, you need 5 quick ones here to even things up. So a goal per minute, according to my calculator. Here is Crawford. Plays it up top. Shot, tip, save from Gould. Rebound cleared away by Brabant. As rebound shot steered just wide. It's going to be played up to the line. Here is McMullen as he falls down, making the play down low. His pass over crosses the stick of Arsenault. Nice defensive play there from number 66. As Bourgogne gets taken off the puck, it's going to be played behind the net by the Novas. They've been relentless in the forecheck tonight. As I mentioned, here's McDonald. Easy pass. McMullen will collect and shoot. Stop from the blocker of Gould. As puck played behind the net in the corner. Here, number 11, Duggan will throw it towards the goal. Duggan opened the scoring here. So he would have had the game-winning goal if the Rage hadn't scored, but now he doesn't. It's going to be played in deep by the Rage. Here is McMullen on his own net. Will spin off the forecheck. McPhee, McMullen has it up head for Boykers. Boykers rather, as it comes free in front for McPhee, but he couldn't get it on goal. Dando finds McPhee with a Doikers. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm saying it how I think it should be said. There's Doikers through the middle, knocked out the puck by Lewis. 3.5 to go. Here in the third, it's going to be picked off. Neutral ice. As skate to stick, Mayo finds a loose puck. McPhee will try and backhand it in deep. Hits the body of a Nova on the way down. Chevry on the forecheck. Did he pass? Played up the wall for McDonnell. Now make its way all the way down the ice for an icing call. With 3:04 to go here in the third period. So Nova's back home facing the Gulls tomorrow. And the Rage will head to Berwick to face the Wildcats. Puck is dropped. Gillis will look to clear. Makes its way out of the zone. Lewis couldn't hold the line. Here's Charlie Lewis. In his own ends will play it up for Crawford. Finds Baldwin. Cross ice for Simon. Mackay Simon will take it out of his own end. So he'll circle back into his own zone rather. 2:40 to go. Here in the third. Crawford gets going to be stripped to the puck. This here is Lincoln McDonald. He'll circle back in his own end. He didn't like his option, so he'll do one more move. McDonald will gather some speed. Here comes Lincoln McDonald with the head of steam through the middle. McDonald, as he finally gets nudged out the puck. Baldwin will collect, finds Dando over to Simon. Simon will hold on to the puck. Watch out here as he tried to dangle his way through in the blue line, but McDonald didn't let that happen. Here comes Dando one-on-one, knocked away. Crawford finds it. Crawford will let a shot go, tip just wide by Dando. As he's ailing after that one, might have gotten in an uncomfortable spot. Here's Austin. Austin down the left side towards the goal. Austin towards the blue crease now, but it's going to be knocked away as 2 minutes to go now. Still 6-1 for the Novas here in Dartmouth. Crawford will collect as the lights go off behind me. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Thanks for kind of an ambiance here, I guess, as puck played in the corner. As both teams looking for an inch here. 90 seconds to go now here in this one. As watch out here. Here comes Samson all alone. Asher Samson is taken down. That'd be a penalty. Let's see if it'd be a penalty shot. Whistle goes. So point to center ice. So Asher Samson gets a penalty shot. Let's see what this could be. He's got a lot of moves in his repertoire. I believe that's the call. They point at center ice. Yep, puck on the dot. So Asher Samson has not scored tonight. He's got 7 in 6 games so far this year. As it's him against Gould. Bit of a delay. They wait for the whistle here. Asher Samson. This could be a nifty move here for number 10. Samson will slowly collect the puck. Samson through the middle, forehand, backhand, back to the forehand, stopped by Gould. As he stands his ground for save number 37. Quick math there. So the one thing the Rage have been able to do tonight is keep the top scorer, Asher Samson, at bay, but doesn't mean they've completely stopped the Novas, as they're showing their depth off here tonight in Dartmouth. So 1:24 to go. 5-on-5. They dropped the puck out to the penalty shot. Unsuccessful one from Samson. Here is Chevry. So he played behind the net. Pass in front there, looking for Duggan. So he gets nudged off the puck and tight. And here is Brabant up for Chevry. Chevry will go off the wall. This can be kept in at the line by Chevry, but just for a moment, as here come the Novas now. Last minute of play in the third. Dragon shooting, or no shot there from Dykers. Puck comes free. Duggan looking for it. It's going to be poked off of him by Brabant. 50 seconds to go now. Here is Chevry. Plays it back for Brabant. 45 seconds now. Brabant, nice escape move over the wall. Avery Brabant nearly gets shot to the puck there as he gets taken down. Arm stays down as well. It's going to take a lot for them to call something here in a 5-goal spread with 30 seconds to go. Here is Chevry. Landon Chevry has the puck. The rookie forward for the Rage will send it in deep as he gets hit there on the dump in. I think Mullen. Puck comes free for the Novas. Let's watch out here. Dando came pinching in as Novas will have a 2-on-1. As keeping and shooting is Crawford off the left pad. Dando makes the save. 10 seconds now. Shot up high. As that was Lincoln McDonald looking for another one. That will escape the zone. And that's going to do it here tonight. So, Novas get the road win in Dartmouth. 6-1's the final score. Shots on goal 44-7 here tonight. A very disappointing effort from the Rage here in Dartmouth. And so look to regroup tomorrow in Berwick against the Wildcats. Novas head back home in Antigonish tonight and take on the Gulls tomorrow. That will be a great game. Signing off here from Dartmouth at the RBC Center in Burnside. My name is Mason Denike here with High Button Sports. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope everyone has a great, safe Saturday night, and we'll see you tomorrow at the rink.